Friday, everyone.
We made it to Friday.
Somehow we pulled through. You also clearly pulled through. Congratulations. It's the end of a long week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a long, long week.
I'm Bianca.
Oh, I'm Erin. And we're back together again.
Together again, just in time for Best Friends Day.
It's Best Friends Day.
Yay.
It's National Best Friends Day 2018. Mm-hmm. And so Bianca and I, best friends,
had to host together.
Yeah. Also, we were all back in the office together.
Yeah, also we were both in the office at the same time, and thus we get preference, but still, I'm just going to go ahead and say it was for Best Friends Day.
It was only because of Best Friends Day.
I will say that earlier this week, Erin did send me a Google Calendar invite to an event on this day that started at like midnight that said, Best Friends Day, all caps.
All day. It was an all-day Google Calendar event called Best Friends Day, and it did take Bianca 2 days to accept it.
I did, and now my whole work calendar, where I keep like my business appointments, just says Best Friends Day down the whole day. It's very good.
It sounds like a couple people are having mic problems. Is anyone else having issues? Or is it just a couple people's
We're
thumbs
seeing
up?
some people saying they can't hear us. Lots of people saying go caps. CAPS, 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 caps.
All caps.
All caps, all day, all the time. We won.
Okay. We won. It's fine.
For those of you who maybe don't live in the Washington, D.C. area like we do, that's where ThinkGeek HQ is at. Caps are the Capitals. They're a hockey team, and they did a good sport.
They did a really good sport.
They did a really good sport, and they won a big cup. And we're all very proud of them.
Yeah, they won a big cup, and I couldn't sleep all night because they just kept shooting fireworks off in my city.
I live way out in the suburbs. Erin lives in the city. Yeah. I live out in the suburbs, and even the suburbs had fireworks. Just and I was like, what is that noise? I don't understand. Celebrating? It's past 7:30 p.m.
Yeah,
the sun is almost down.
Yeah.
Don't they know?
Don't shoot off fireworks until the sun is all down.
No. It's almost down. In the suburbs, partying stops when the sun is like, kind of down.
Great.
It gets dangerous.
It does. You don't want to be up in the suburbs past 8 p.m. Like bedtime. Like children's bedtimes.
Mm-hmm. No, that's the suburbs for you.
We got a lot to talk about today, but first you've probably tuned in because you could win free stuff.
Woo, free stuff. So there is going to be a link right underneath my face in just a second. There it is. Oh my God. That is the link that you need to type into your browser in order to enter to win some really awesome backpacks. Should we sort of like lean over and show them? And you may notice that there's a theme there. It's Batman, Nightwing. You could say they're best friends. It's more of like a father-son kind of relationship, I feel like. But
at a certain point, Dick Grayson grows up, and he and Batman are sort of on the level. And then also, he is Batman for a bit, too. So it's sort of like
it's definitely like a very close, friendly relationship. So, hey, for Best Friends Day, we're giving away a Batman backpack and a Nightwing backpack. Maybe you enter, you can win them both. You give the other one to your best friend.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wait. No.
2
people. There are 2 people. One person's going to win a Batman. One person's going to win a Nightwing.
Okay.
Yes.
That was my fault. And now you are required to be best friends.
Legally obligated to be best friends. Read the terms and conditions.
When you enter in, it's a legally binding document. And now you guys are tied for life.
And here's a closer look sort of at those bags. We'll pull them out later, too, and show them to you real close up to the camera. Mm-hmm. But we've got that nice tactical look and then, like, a really cute Nightwing bag. I like them both.
They're both different looks and perfect for 2 people with,
perfect for 2 best friends.
2 best friends that just they want to coordinate but not be matchy,
Mm-hmm. I do know that. Mm-hmm. Someone also said in the comments, Jacob said Batman is looking for a best man right now.
That is true.
Why can't it be Nightwing?
I read a whole article about how he chose the wrong best man. And I was convinced, and the fact that it wasn't Nightwing is really a travesty, I think.
Who did he pick as his best man?
Superman.
That's just like when you pick the guy...
It's like when you have to pick your brother.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, I mean, we're brothers and I love you, but let's be honest, like, you're not my best friend.
Yeah. It's more like when you've got friends that you were friends with for a long time, and then you've got a really rich friend. And then you pick the really rich one to be your best man because he's going to throw you the best bachelor party.
He's going to take you to Vegas.
Yeah, Superman's going to fly him to the moon or something.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty great. So, I mean, I guess I can understand that.
Yeah.
Or, like, maybe they made, like, a pact early on and they're like, we're going to be best men, right? And then they, like, they sort of went their separate ways and then...
But they held to that pact.
Now you're stuck, though. You've already made that commitment.
Never make a best friend wedding commitment when you're, like, 6.
No, don't do it.
I don't know, 20. How old's Batman? 45.
Depends which timeline you're looking in, really. All right, anyway, that was our beautiful Batman show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm glad that you've listened to us ramble about whether or not Batman should have chosen Superman. The answer is no, he should have chosen Nightwing.
Yes, obviously. Matthew says, shout out to my best friend Jonathan. All right. Happy Best Friends Day.
You guys, just go ahead and tag your best friends in the comments so that they can watch and see the media that you appreciate, and then we'll give them shout outs as we see them.
Maybe. No promises.
We will.
We will.
Also, everyone's ultimate and OG best friend, your dad. It's Father's Day soon. I know that you forgot. But that's why we're here, to remind you so that you can be sure that your dad is taken care of on Father's Day. It's coming up.
Take care of him.
No, don't kill your father. Just give him a nice gift. What I'm trying to say is give your dad like a dope backpack. Give your dad a really awesome collectible, which is also on sale this week. We have a lot of really awesome sales going on at ThinkGeek.com. We have something for every dad, especially if they're into geeky fandom things. Just check it out. We have a whole gift center. We can point you in the right direction. If your dad is kind of hard to buy for, I know mine is, but we've got something for everyone.
Get him a Thor's hammer tool set.
And you're done.
Perfect.
You're done. It was made for Father's Day, and it's done.
Sorry, Colin. I didn't mean to make the gun sound. Say take him out.
No. Okay, so that is all of the things that we have to talk about that's like coming up.
Except we are also going to Comic-Con. And our third co-host, Timmy, does need some more cosplay costumes.
Now, see, don't get us wrong. This Timmy costume is pretty much like the epitome.
It's amazing.
Like, I just don't know how anything is going to be as good, but here's the thing. We want you to try. We want more cosplay costumes for Timmy to wear to Comic-Con. He needs some fresh threads, you know?
Yeah.
He can't be showing up in last year's cosplay.
No, I mean... Not unless he's made some serious improvements to it. But yeah, that's like a really, really excellent Kaylee in her fancy dress.
In her frippery, you might say.
From Firefly. I believe Jewel also signed this Timmy.
She did.
Right on the face.
She did. It is right there. It's really hard to see in this camera. But if you see like that grayish discoloration, if you were here in person,
it would look like a signature.
It looks like a signature, and that's Jewel right there.
And that one was actually made by one of our frequent Timmy cosplay costume creators.
Ooh.
Who's also made Jedi robes, the IKEA monkey.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, and you can actually find all about the contest, how you can enter by making a costume for Timmy, and you can read leading up to Comic-Con, we're going to do some interviews with some of our like favorite creators of outfits for Timmy, and you can find that all here at thinkgeek.com/costumecore.
Woo!
Yay!
All I'm going to say is that please, this is like the second year now that I've requested this, I need a Winston from Overwatch Timmy. Somebody, please make my dream come true. Yeah. You'll be my new best friend. Sorry, Aaron. Next year we'll celebrate Best Friend Day together.
With Winston
Timmy.
Yeah.
It'll be great. And look, I'm not saying that I'm going to be biased in this contest, but Winston is already a primate, so I feel like just naturally you have like a leg up on the competition because Timmy already kind of looks like Winston. So that's all I'm saying. If you want to win, just like Winston.
Well, it's right there in the name. Win for Winston.
Win for Winston. All right, let's talk about some things that happened this week.
I thought that was all of it.
In the geek world. First of all, Transformers. There's a new Transformers movie, and they released a trailer. It's the Transformers Bumblebee movie. Aaron, what did you think about it?
All Bumblebee all the time.
That's what we all wanted from the beginning.
Well, okay, so like there's a lot of debate between like diehard Transformer fans who fall on different camps. Mm-hmm. Some people say that this is going to be like the best Transformer movie, live action Transformers movie that there's ever been. It looks sort of more true to the source material. And then there are a lot of fans who are like, it's just going to be more lens flare and robot fights. And honestly, this trailer didn't give us a lot to go on. It looks like obviously it's focusing on Bumblebee, as that is the name of the film. Yes. And the flashlight girl from Pitch Perfect, Haley, I want to say Haley Steinbeck. I know that's not her name. Steinfeld, maybe? Feld?
Steinbeck is the author.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I said it's not her name. Bumblebutt, says Justin. Yeah, he's got a bumblebutt. Sure. But he's sort of going back to his classic love bug. It's not the love bug, that's Herbie. Yellow bug.
Volkswagen Beetle.
There you go.
There you go. The car that I drive, that you ride in all the time.
It's a bug, right?
Perhaps one of the most iconic vehicle like form factors.
It's a punch buggy.
Us Volkswagen owners, Volkswagen Beetle owners would like you to recognize that it's not just punch buggies, and we would like you to please stop punching us when you ride in our car. Thank you. That was the PSA.
Blue punch buggy.
You don't even see one. We're in a closed studio. You just want to hit me on Best Friends Day. On this sacred of days.
Punch buggy. Anyway, so he's in his punch buggy form, his Volkswagen Beetle form, hanging out with Flashlight Girl from Pitch Perfect. It looks like they have a very close relationship. There's a little bit, his voice box is still broken.
I was about to say, still can't talk, though.
Yeah, someone was saying that it's supposedly set in 87 in the movie.
Oh, that's interesting.
So, like, it happens technically before the sort of canon Michael Bay films.
I didn't pick up on that somehow.
I don't know. That's what somebody here in the comments said. So that's kind of cool. So yeah, his voice box is obviously still broken. So she tries to fill it in with cassettes, and also John Cena's in this movie.
So what you're saying is this movie is going to have like a really excellent soundtrack.
I hope so. Like a page out of the old Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack course.
Who was it? Michelle says we changed it to Hug Bug in our house, which means less fighting. And look, I love that. That's perfect. Especially if
Hug Bug.
Especially if you have small children, because when I was growing up, it was like it kind of devolved into more of like just a fist fight.
Just to punch people.
Punch people whenever possible.
My parents didn't let us punch people, so the game was like Jinx. Like, you just had to say it first, but you didn't get to hit people. Our parents disapproved of us, for some reason, physically fighting each other.
Well, I'm on their side, and I like Hug Bug. That's very cute.
It's very good, yeah. It looks like it's pre-Michael Bay. But it looks exciting. I'm really excited to see how the friendship between the human and Transformer sort of develops. And I'm excited to see, I'm sure there'll be like 4 more trailers.
Yeah. And I'm not gonna lie, Bumblebee I think is my favorite Transformer. I just felt like, especially,
I mean, yes, he is obviously the best
in the Michael Bay movies just themselves, I feel like he had the most personality, really, and I just love him so much.
He's very good.
He's so perfect.
Someone was telling me, I don't know a lot about like original Transformers lore. There wasn't really a cartoon on the air when I was growing up. So I know a little bit because I've read a couple of the comics, like standalone graphic novels and stuff. But yeah, I don't know a lot about Transformers, and someone in the office was telling me there's a Transformer who changes into a boombox and has little baby Transformers that turn into cassettes.
Yes.
And that sounds bananas to me. So tell me more about that Transformer, because I'm on board.
We want to know more. All right, so this was pretty much like trailerpalooza this week. It was a trailer for everything. Like, remember last week was all video games.
And
not gonna lie, next week probably all going to be video games again, because all of the things that there were trailers for, we get the full trailer from E3. That's going on this weekend. But while we have this off week, this breather week in between video games, we just got a bunch of trailers.
And mostly for what some might call children's films.
I don't think that that's fair.
But I call movies Aaron will go see.
All right, so we had How to Train Your Dragon, we had Lego Movie 2, we had Season 6 of Voltron, and we had, what was it called? Enter the Spider-Verse? The new Spider-Man movie?
Yeah.
That's 4 really awesome movies that I'm excited about. So let's start with How to Train Your Dragon.
How to Train Your Dragon 3 is coming, and it looks great, and look at here. This is from the promotional image. I don't think this is actually from the trailer. But we've got Light Fury, or as Bianca's been calling her, Day Fury Fighter of the Night Fury.
It's just so good. Also, I did steal that from Reddit. Nobody hate me.
Oh, I thought you were so smart.
I wasn't. I stole it from Reddit.
So there's a lot to unpack sort of in this trailer. It looks like they're all grown up. Mm-hmm. They're all adults. Hiccup has a beautiful beard.
It's so plush. I want to live in that beard. That beard looks like the CGI of that beard. It had movement. It had shape. It had definition. It was beautiful. Let's just talk about Hiccup's beard 24/7.
A la Chris Evans in the Avengers. He's coming back with a beard.
I saw a very good internet meme, an image perhaps, that had like young Hiccup from How to Train Your Dragon 1, young John Krasinski. How to Train Your Dragon 2, he's a little bit older. Jim from The Office. Yeah. How to Train Your Dragon 3. He's got a beautiful beard, and now it's grown up John Krasinski
from The Quiet Place.
The Quiet Place, and he's got a full beard, and they looked exactly the same. And now I need a live action. But who would play Toothless? I think just a black cat.
Just a cat.
Just a black cat, I think, that's who they would get to
I love it. I know it's sort of like, you could call it a kid's movie. It's good, and it's heartwarming, and it's sad. The second one made me cry, because everything does.
That is not at all like an endorsement that the movie is like very heart-rending. Like,
no, the second one is, though. It genuinely
Aaron
is.
Cries at everything. I watched the second one, and like, it touched my heartstrings, but I didn't cry.
Did you not? There's a really emotional part in the middle of it there.
I am aware, and I did see that film,
cry?
And I did not cry.
That's so sad.
But I also didn't cry during Up, and I've been told that means I'm a heartless, terrible person. But I sobbed uncontrollably
I can't.
During Inside Out. That one hit me right in the heart, and I was a mess in the theater. I'm hoping that this new version of How to Train Your Dragon isn't going to make me ugly cry in public, which is my least favorite thing to do. We get to meet a new dragon. Clearly,
there's some will they, won't they between the two dragons. Well, apparently, there are a bunch of, like, specials for How to Train Your Dragon and, like, TV shows and, like, holiday specials that I actually haven't seen, that some of the other dragons have gone off and found mates, but Hiccup thinks that Toothless is the last Night Fury, so hopefully the Light Fury or Day Fury.
Day Fury.
Yeah.
No, it seems really cool, and it also, I was watching the trailer again right before the show, it seems like maybe they're having, like, a overpopulation, a crowding issue in their original village, so maybe they're gonna spread and share the dragon... Spread their wings and fly away. Yeah. Wow, that was so much better than the joke I was about to say, so we'll just pretend that never happened.
Jen wants to know, did I cry in Big Hero 6? The answer is I cried the entire film. That's not even a lie. From when the sad things happens at the beginning of the movie, I cried. Like, it wasn't like angry sobs. It was bad. It was bad the beginning, but I did cry the entire film. Like, they would be doing something heroic and I would still be just that same crying was just silently happening. It was upsetting. So yeah, everyone cries.
I didn't cry.
Jacob said Wall-E made him tear up. Alex said cry during Toy Story 3. Yeah, obviously.
Please keep telling us all of the movies that you cried during, because I feel like maybe my heart is broken, because
Tara says Inside Out.
Yes. Inside Out, cried the whole way through.
Great.
Generally, movies about families, especially, like, mother-daughter relationships, that's, like, my kryptonite. So Brave, when no one else was crying, I lost it in the theater, and I didn't even realize that it was, like, a mother-daughter movie. I brought my mom along, that was just, like, that added bonus.
Yeah, Brave was a surprise. The trailers didn't make it clear. Mike said Inside Out and Coco. Coco broke me inside.
Yes.
We weren't made fun of for crying during movies. No, I cry all the time. Listen, there's no shame in letting all your emotions out. It just means you're an empathetic person, and there's no shame if you don't cry. It doesn't mean you're broken. It just means everyone has different levels of empathy, and sometimes you watch a commercial about a piggy bank, and you cry about that one too. It's not important. Anyway,
speaking of animated movies with sort of feel-good themes, we got a look at the Lego Movie 2. Are we gonna cry during it? Look, from the trailer, it doesn't seem like it, but I won't put it past Aaron.
I actually can't remember if I cried during the first one. I love the first one, though. sort of took me by surprise, the first Lego movie, because you look at it and you're like, all right, this looks cute. Because there's sometimes you watch a kid's movie and you're like, I think I know about this one. Like, I watched Boss Baby, and I was like, I'm probably sure I know about this one. It was actually better than I thought it was. But you look at a movie, and you're like, I probably know about this one. Lego Movie took me by surprise. Mm-hmm. Completely awesome. Lego Batman's great. I still need to see Lego Ninjago, because I trust them now to make good Lego movies. But Lego Movie 2 looks really good.
The whole cast of characters that we know and love from Lego Movie 1 are back. And they're clearly going on a new adventure. There's some, like, seriously Mad Max post-apocalyptic vibes, which is not really what I was expecting from a Lego movie, but it's really cool. And I love how, like, they try and give it that like, worn-down post-apocalyptic feel by making the minifigs themselves, like, kind of damaged, and the paint is chipping off. It's so good.
It's good. It looks very, very Fury Road. Mm-hmm. And then you've got Emmett, who's just, like, Chris Pratt. He's Chris Pratting all over the place.
Just pratting it up, you know? That's what we say in the biz. Just pratting it up.
That's what they call a pratfall. Is that anything?
No, I don't think that's anything.
I'll work it in somewhere later. I'm working on it.
Okay. Just workshop that one.
Workshop that one a little bit. But yeah, it looks like there are going to be some new characters. Stephanie Beatrice from Brooklyn Nine-Nine plays
so much.
A new character. They kind of call out some of the tropey nonsense from the first one, which... Not that it made it a bad movie, just that it was like, you've got this super capable woman, and then you've got, like, sort of the doofus man who becomes the hero, and then in this trailer, which is just like a trope of whatever, and then in this one it looks like they lampshaded a bit, where...
It was very funny, and it seemed very, like, self-aware, and I liked that. But that's kind of the humor of the Lego movie, is it's very self-aware of exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And my favorite part is always figuring out how they're going to basically find really cool ways to animate things, but with Lego. So, like, whenever there's, like, an explosion, it's Legos, things like that. That is... honestly almost the best part of the movies. I think that new technique was just so fun and true to, like, the Lego feel, so I'm really excited for another movie full of that.
I had a picture here, and you can see it looks like some of our favorites are a little bit more Mad Max than others. Like Rainbow Unicorn Kitty there, or whatever her name is, and then Wild Style, Spaceman.
Batman's still back there doing
just
Batman.
Thing. Batman's already living in a post-apocalyptic world in his mind. Yeah,
it's true. And then we had Into the Spider-Verse, the new Spider-Man movie.
That one looked really good.
This one, talking about really cool new animation style.
Yeah.
This one blew my mind. And, like, I've seen comic movies before, and, you know, that art style is classic. We all know it and love it. But this was really a new way to approach it, and it really felt like, it almost felt like what motion comics should be all of the time. Yeah. It was so cool, and, like, we're following Miles Morales. We're seeing multiple different characters from the Spider-Verse, which we don't generally get to see, like another Spider-Man, and at the end we see Spider-Gwen Stacy is there, so, like, we could meet a whole bunch of different Spider-Verse, Spider-Men, Spider-Women, Silk, Spider-Pig, all different versions of Spider-Man.
Gwen Stacy literally, or Spider-Gwen literally comes in on point, like on her ballet feet.
Yes, on point.
We could go more into more of all of the trailers. There was Voltron Season 6 trailer. There was a Wreck-It Ralph 2, which had the Disney princesses in it. I kind of forgot Wreck-It Ralph was Disney, and I was like, oh, it's DreamWorks. Well, how did they get the Disney princesses? No, it's Disney. So which is actually the first time that Disney is allowing all of the princesses to, like, be alive or be, like, live together in the same room.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Like, you can go into, like, a Disney store and buy a t-shirt with all of the princesses, but...
Right, but not, like, animated, not live, living in that same...
because Disney's House of Mouse is no longer on TV.
As we all know and love. There were a lot of really cool trailers. My personal favorite pick is the Into the Spider-Verse trailer.
The animation looked great. Jake Johnson plays Peter Parker, which just... conjures such a specific Spider-Man to me.
It does. He plays it very well. Like, you can see from the trailer, like, oh, this is the personality of Spider-Man. But we're basically watching Miles Morales get trained into Spider-Man. That is my personal favorite pick of all of the trailers that came out this week. I highly recommend checking it out. Aaron, Voltron?
Voltron was great. I don't know how to pick. How to Train Your Dragon 2, 3
That's true.
is going to be great. Lego Movie 2. And then, of course, next week I'm going to go see Incredibles 2 at some point. Mm-hmm. Jurassic World, I believe, is the following week. We're into summer movies now.
I'm so excited. And Jurassic World, like, I've been seeing some of the early reviews roll in, and they're saying it's really, really good. And it's, like, getting back to its traditional Jurassic Park roots, like the OG film. That's what some of the reviewers are saying. And just love me a little creepy dinosaur story with strong women and dinos roaming around.
And dinos with hands, because of course, yeah.
Give them fingers. That's what I always say. Just give them all fingers.
Matthew says there's a My Hero Academia movie. I actually haven't seen that yet, so you're telling me about that now, and I'm very excited. I really enjoy that anime. It's very good.
A lot of people are saying, except for Kingdom Hearts, which, yes, is true, but I think game licensing and animation licensing are very separate. And also, I mean, they do exist in the same world.
No, they all get kidnapped together, I think. Yeah, I don't think you're wrong. I think they do get all kidnapped together. Alice is a princess, too, for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, she's part of the traditional 7. And then, like, I know in, what was it, 2, you had those summons, and you could, like, summon some of them to do things. Yeah. I think Tiana was a summon. But anyway, you're not wrong. That is another point where they were all together. But this is the first one where they're, like, animated together in, like, a feature kind of. Yeah. And that's a much different license, and it's the first time we've ever seen it, so it'll be interesting.
Heather says the Jurassic World phone game is also fun. I haven't checked it out yet, but that's a beautiful endorsement from Heather, so check that out, I guess.
Yeah, it's like an AR game, kind of like Pokemon Go, where you're, like, collecting dinosaurs in the real world.
Sending them away, back to where they came from.
Mm-hmm. Where they can live in peace and no one will bother them, or sell them to the government, like, that's what they're doing in Jurassic World.
Cassie says, I think Blizzard needs to release a full-length Overwatch film. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. You know Bianca's on board.
Yes. I've been playing all Overwatch all the time because it's the anniversary event. I didn't even get to talk about it because I wasn't here when it launched and everyone else got to do my Overwatch corner. It's been great. I need that Brigitte skin. And that's been Bianca's very condensed Overwatch corner. Let's talk about life on Mars very quickly.
Yeah, yesterday NASA held a press conference because Curiosity, the robot that we left alone on Mars because we're terrible monsters that sings itself happy birthday every year.
Still talks to, it's like a long distance relationship. He still talks to us every day. It doesn't get sad until he loses contact with us and he's up there all alone. And now I'm thinking about it and I'm getting a little teary.
See, you do have a heart.
I do, somewhere deep down in my soul.
Yes, so anyway, you're only sad about robots.
We're only sad about robots.
Curiosity's up there and still doing science on Mars. I almost said the moon, on Mars. And actually discovered some complex organic molecules in Mars's Gale crater, and it was preserved in specific like sulfur deposits. And while it doesn't necessarily prove entirely 100% that there is life or was life on Mars, it definitely makes it more probable, and it gives future robots or future Curiosity adventures the chance to know, sort of have a better idea of where to find these molecules to better prove life on Mars.
Also, Curiosity keeps sensing methane in Mars's atmosphere, and methane only survives a few hundred years at a time, so there's something on the planet that's producing methane and keeps replenishing it in the atmosphere. And I'm just going to go ahead and say what
Mars
everyone
cows
is thinking. It's alien farts. There's an alien on the planet, and he's just got an upset tummy. And look, I feel like we're really, like, throwing him some shade. Yeah. Like, you don't like it when people are like, man, who the heck was that? And then looks at you directly. That alien is sitting, like, with his tablet, probably under the surface of Mars, like, man, these guys are real pieces of work, calling me out.
Yeah.
So
Ren says it was possibly Matt Damon. Farted.
Well, he had the potato garden that was all fertilized with
human waste.
Yeah. Human waste, and I bet that was pretty stinky. I mean, it doesn't produce methane, but you never know.
You guys are doing great with some emojis in the comments here.
So, farting robot that secretly lives under the surface of Mars. I see you. I feel you. I'm sorry that everybody's dragging you this week. Just keep your head up, my dude.
Anyway, you should look into it, read the whole article, read all of NASA's findings. It's pretty cool, and it gives us hope that future missions, I believe the European Space Union sent a rocket out there that's due to land in 2020, so hopefully we'll get some more findings. Yeah.
Next week we'll go over some more of E3 things. There are rumors flying around. We'll confirm them next week. It's going to be a really great show, so you should tune in if you're a big video game fan. And those of you in the comments that were talking about Kingdom Hearts 3, I bet, I will put money on this, that there will be a Kingdom Hearts trailer at E3.
You think so?
I really think so. That's the rumor that I'm sticking my money behind. Yeah. I'm looking forward to it because it's been so many years, and that was my stuff. Back in the day.
That was your jam.
That was my jam.
I know everyone hated the Ariel Little Mermaid levels. I loved them.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I loved them so much.
No, you're wrong.
I know.
Okay, let's move on. Maybe to the best things about this week.
Yeah, I would love to talk about that. Are you ready?
I'm so ready.
For our slurp of the week.
Aaron, I swear, if you make your slurp of the week the Little Mermaid level from Kingdom Hearts 3, if they have one, I will disown you as a friend.
I don't think you understand. When we switch over to that thing, Bianca just went... like, she wanted to be disappointed in me.
I am disappointed in you. Just on a deep level.
It wasn't my favorite level. I just enjoyed them. My favorite was probably when... whatever his name, Sora, becomes a lion in the lion.
I mean, I knew that was going to be our favorite.
I love those cartoon animals.
All right, Aaron.
I'm Aaron.
What is your slurp of the week?
My slurp of the week, because we're learning that I watch a lot of children's shows, is that I actually watched all of season 3 of Troll Hunters.
There we go.
I did cry because I'm a monster, and I loved it so much. It was so good. Guys, if you're not watching Troll Hunters, you definitely should. Season 3 is technically the last season of the Troll Hunters story. It follows Jim Lake, an average dude who finds an amulet that connects him to the secret world of trolls that lives beneath ours, and he becomes the troll hunter. No, he doesn't fight all the trolls, he fights the bad trolls. And by the for the glory of Merlin, daylight is his to command.
I have not seen anything about this show at all. And I'm gonna just lay for you straight. That's a very interesting premise. I'm glad that he doesn't murder all trolls.
Oh, I knocked my water over. Sorry.
You did.
It's close.
But he only fights the bad trolls. And what made this newest season a really good addition?
So it was the conclusion. So it's all written and created sort of by Guillermo del Toro. I can't say his name for some reason. And it's leading into like a bigger universe of like Arcadia, the town that they live in, but it is the conclusion of Jim's arc and his friend's arc, and so he's been fighting to protect the troll and mankind for 3 seasons, and this is like the culmination of that fight, and it's emotional and real, and it's very, very good. And there were some things that I just disagreed with that I want to talk to someone about. So if you have watched Troll Hunters, tweet at ThinkGeek, let us know.
Please, someone talk to Erin, because when I don't watch the same shows that she does, she just sits in her cube and she like starts sentences, and then she's like, I just need you to watch Troll Hunters so I can talk to you about all of my feelings. And look, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
So basically, I have to go watch Troll Hunters, and Aaron has to go watch Handmaid's Tale, and that's the blood pact that we've made.
That's a very good.
The best friends day.
Yeah. Also, Anton Yelchin, who played Chekhov, did Jim's voice, and they actually got most of all of the seasons recorded. So about halfway through this season, they changed voice actors, which was this is like the last thing that sort of he did, and it was so sad. But they did it in a really they did it in a canon way that was pretty good. I think, all things considered, they didn't just brush it off like suddenly his voice is different. They made a reason for it, and it was pretty good, and it was very touching. Anyway, watch Troll Hunters.
Okay, well, it was a touching but very enjoyable slurp of the week for you.
Yeah.
By the way, if you don't know what a slurp of the week is, it's not what you're thinking. Slurp of the week is the absolute best thing that happened to you this week. It was the silver lining. It was the bright star in your week. It made everything better. Let us know what your slurp of the week is in the comments. We love to read them. I'm already seeing some people talking about what their slurp of the week is. Elizabeth just said, slurp of the week, chocolate earthquake cake.
What?
Look it up, yum.
Sounds
okay,
great.
Now I know what I'm going to have to look up after the show because I just want a big old chocolate cake now. David Kelso said his slurp of the week was Jurassic Park edition of American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard.
I had no idea this happened. I'm a huge fan of American Ninja Warrior, so now I have to go watch it. Oh boy. I have a full weekend of media that I have to consume, and that's my favorite, honestly.
Michelle said the house is clean enough that you could just do nothing during the day other than play Breath of the Wild. Yes. I feel that.
Erin just started on God of War, and she has a boy to raise.
I have a boy to raise. Bianca was like, we're going to play Overwatch this weekend, right? And I was like, I'm a father now, so I got responsibilities.
I did abandon my poor boy for a week. For
Overwatch.
I need to go back to him and make sure that he's doing right by himself. Are you going to ask me what my slurp of the week is, or are we just going to let that one go on by?
No, I thought you explained what slurp of the week was. I thought you were leading into what yours was.
Well, generally we ask each other what it is, and I was just kind of filling the time here. And you just were going to let it keep going.
I was, Bianca, what's your slurp of the week?
Thank you, Erin, for asking. I'm so glad that came up naturally in a way.
So casual.
So casually. My slurp of the week is that I am currently fostering a dog for a rescue, and he is the best. His name is Caesar, and that's what he looks like. He looks like a little bear.
Oh my god, he's so good.
And I did bring him to the office, and he's adorable. He is an older, more refined gentleman at 8 years old, and I'm just fostering him for a while until he can find his permanent home. If you are a person who loves pets or dogs or anything in general, I highly recommend fostering. It's a great way to give back to the animals that have so enriched your lives. It's a great way to give an animal a home until they find their permanent home. We like to think of ourselves as like a hotel for this beautiful gentleman. We bring him food, he gets to lay around, we give him treats, he goes on walks all day. Honestly, he's on vacation.
Yeah, he's having a great time.
He's having a great time, and he got to come into the office.
So many people pet him yesterday.
He was very happy about it.
He's very good.
So he is my slurp of the week. He doesn't know any commands, but I did manage to teach him how to. I did try and teach him sit, but he learned down. And now when I say sit, he goes down. And when I say down, he just looks at me like I'm dumb. So, you know what? That's good enough, I think.
Yeah, I think he's fine.
It's just been really great, and he's sitting at home waiting for me to come back, and then now I just look forward every day to coming home instead of just going on to playing Overwatch. There's this dog that's like, this is the best, you're home, and I'm so happy about it.
He's very cute.
Also, lots of people saying he's really fluffy. That is literally the exact line that anyone says as soon as they see him is, he's so fluffy!
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We were all petting him yesterday, everyone in the office was petting him, and someone reached down and they were like, oh no, I think I can feel his bones. And Bianca parts all of his fur, and she's like, he's just wearing a harness. That's what you're touching, but you couldn't tell because it's under all his fur.
It's all hidden. I think if you shaved him down, he would be like, no joke, 50% of the size, because he is just all fur, and he's very cute.
He's very cute. Now, Bianca.
Yes.
Before our giveaway ends, our giveaway is going to end in about 5 minutes, I think. Mm-hmm. And again, that's bit.ly/TGTW6818. Today's date.
Mm-hmm. Our secret code.
Secret code. Make sure you enter before that ends. In honor of Best Friends Day, I've made you a gift, and I want to share it with you and with our beautiful watchers.
So, the thing is, I just didn't know that we were exchanging.
Yeah. It's okay. Are you ready?
So, I'm just so happy, but, yours is at my desk, and you just...
Yeah, sure.
I'll get it to you tomorrow.
Okay. Saturday. You'll drive it to my house.
Yeah, I'll drive it to your house.
Wonderful. Here it comes.
Yay!
Now, we are still on the mic.
Okay.
So what I've done for you here, I'm also getting some music in the background.
Mm-hmm. Okay, can you try and paint me a word picture of what this music sounds like? Is it upbeat, or is it more, emotional and touching? I'm trying to moderate.
It's emotional and touching, like we're best friends.
Okay. All right, I've got it. The hearts add a beautiful ambiance.
And it just like some of our best moments together.
Is it our best?
Yeah, so this was us at PAX East last year, just really enjoying ourselves. I have a hat that says hype on, and you're wearing a beautiful Breath of the Wild scarf hat.
Oh, I am, and I'm mixing it with a different property. Good job.
And then this is us when we got some fidget spinners that one time.
3 fidget spinners. There is I still have it at my desk. And the light up, what are those, the light up ice cubes?
We use them as warning systems now. This was some people we don't like as much as us, but I just thought it was a good picture of us. Just imagine Jeff and Chris and Colin.
Just cross out their faces in your mind.
This is us here in the office.
Our true faces.
With our true faces once we take these human masks off.
Yeah, once we take our human skin off. This is what we look like.
You got Colin there in the background. He doesn't have an animal hat. This is us in the Quado, one of our conference rooms that does have a grabby claw machine, as well as a little racing machine. And we found some gunner glasses, and we took a beautiful selfie in there.
What? Why am I making that face?
Because we take selfies in this office, Bianca. And I just want to remind you of all the good times. This is us in our Halloween costumes together.
Oh, man.
When we were the Washington Wizards, we were a Quidditch team, of course.
Not the
basketball
team of the same name now.
Yeah, this is us at our desks to join, and that's us with our son, Seamus.
That is our beautiful son, Seamus. You can't tell behind Aaron's head is Seamus's son, Beauregard.
Yeah, there's 2 of those beautiful dinosaurs from Horizon Zero Dawn.
And yes, he does have his hand up for a high five. I know that you're wondering about that. He's just always up in the air, ready for a high five.
And then this is like our true friendship face. I do want you to know that there were some of these photos that just like weren't as upsetting of us being friends, but that's just sort of where we're at.
I literally have no memory of this photo.
Yeah, this was at the Unicorn in Seattle. I believe that was PAX West or last year.
Yes.
And just sort of to like end this, a little Inspirabot. Friendships can't be destroyed by sunshine.
It's true. Aaron, this was beautiful. Aaron, thank you for my beautiful gift. Again, I promise you I have yours. It's just, the thing is, it's the way my bank account works is that you have to transfer the money back in, and I just needed to pick it up tomorrow, and then I'll get it to you. So don't worry.
You gotta move some funds around.
I gotta move some funds around, and the way that it works, it's gonna take a few days, but I know that you know that obviously I bought something for you. Yeah. 100%.
So just so everyone, I know people are asking, Bianca's not 6 feet tall. I am very short. I'm a very short person.
Yeah.
So that's just sort of
5'8". So I am only 2 inches away from being 6 foot, but no. Oh God. Hey guys, it's Friday.
It's Friday.
I'm 4 inches away. Boy, it's Friday.
It is Friday.
Whew.
She forgot how math worked, and that's okay. And you know what? That's okay sometimes.
Well, the other problem is just the metric system, like 12 inches. Why is it 12 in a foot instead of 10? It makes no sense.
Who could say?
Aaron is currently pulling up the beautiful giveaway that we're doing. We had a lot of entries. Also, I am interested to see what she made the question because I didn't pay attention.
She doesn't pay attention when I do anything.
That's not true. You're my best friend. Of course I notice when you do things.
I realized that I had it closed at 3:30 instead of 3:45, so I just extended it for a couple more minutes if you guys want to get in there last minute stuff. That was my fault. I set it to 3:30 45 seconds or half seconds.
Got it. So go ahead and get your entries in right now if you haven't gone ahead and entered, and we're going to talk about some of the stuff behind us, including what you could win. So let's bring those. I'm going to give you Nightwing since I know that's your favorite.
This is my favorite one. Again, so enter there. I extended the giveaway to have a couple more minutes there, so if you want to get down in there. This is a beautiful Nightwing bag that you could win. Mm-hmm. So you can see sort of how big it is in comparison to my hands. It would hold, I wouldn't try and fit every D&D 5th edition source book in here, but you could get probably half of them.
And it would be great for like a school backpack, like especially if your kid has a locker, if they're a high school student. Like this isn't going to fit 12 textbooks, but it'll fit like 2 or 3. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then on this side, we have the Batman more tactical backpack. It's really cool. It's got snaps and a really, really big, like, you take the, what is it? It has a particular name.
Buckles.
No. But you open the flap and the whole top opens instead of like the zip open like this, so it can fit a lot, and the whole backpack is padded. So it's really great for traveling around with your tech tools, much like Batman himself.
Oh, that's really good. Mm-hmm. Oh, this one also has a laptop case in it. A little laptop sleeve.
Yes, well, unlike us, kids nowadays bring their laptops to school. In my day, we couldn't do that. It wasn't allowed. But from what I understand, kids these days all have laptops.
Kids these days, am I right?
Am I right?
I don't know.
So this is
take it to work.
This is what you could win, and I highly recommend picking up both of them and giving one to your best friend and or father figure. A little problematic, but it's fine.
And we also released a bunch of other backpacks on the site.
Yep.
We got our Bob's Burgers. What's his name? Coochie?
Coochie Cope.
I was backwards.
You were very close. I know. Respect that.
And like a Shark Attack one, as well as this glow in the dark circuit board one. I did forget the picture Bianca is showing you now.
Yep, I'm just going to show it now.
Of a Rick and Morty backpack.
This is a really cool Rick and Morty backpack. It's got some, like, really cool original art. It's got Rick and Morty maybe having a bad time, but it looks really cool on this backpack, and it'll be perfect for back to school, going to camp, or, just hanging around.
Just hanging out. Just hanging around.
Coochie Kopi is also really creepily staring over your shoulder.
He did look like Gurr from Invader Zim earlier when I had him stuffed behind the Batman one. Sorry for anyone who thought he was Gurr. It is Bob's Burgers.
It is Coochie Kopi. Behind us, we also have some of the collectibles that are on sale this week as part of our weekly deals.
If you don't know, every week on, I believe, Thursday, we release some new groups of products that are up to like 80% off. And so we cycle through some like super sales of stuff. And this week it's action figures and collectibles.
Yeah, and it's been doing really well. I think we've already sold out of some of them. So if you are a collector, I highly recommend checking it out. We have a lot of things from like, really good entry point items that are like $20 all the way up to really high-end collectibles, and they're all on sale for much lower than they normally are.
It's a really cool Ultra Magnus, like a giant transformer.
He's so
like
cool.
Lights up and posable. He's great.
We had one in the office for a little while because we were doing some product videos, and then we gave him away in a contest, and it was very sad to emotional. See us go. We've got this really cool Night King piece, a ThinkGeek exclusive variant.
As are both Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy over there. And I want you to know, because it's Best Friends Day, I made the weekly deals collectibles so you could kiss them all.
Here's the thing, though. I appreciate and respect the gift that you've given me, but unfortunately, this Groot is now my best friend, because look at him.
That's look the Groot from my desk.
I know. He's perfect, and he's my best friend now, and I have actually kissed all of the other collectibles that you've put up here, but not this Groot, and so, look at him, he's perfect. A little best friend kiss. And I'm putting him back up there. But anyway, there's a lot of collectibles on sale. There's something for everybody. I would highly recommend checking it out. We also have behind Erin there. She's kind of sitting in front of it. But we have a bunch of new, like, pajamas. This one is the Catnap periodic. It's like a periodic table.
Guess what I have? It's a picture of it.
It's a picture of it. There we go. It's got cats over top of a periodic table, and it spells catnap with the different elements. It looks really comfy and like nice for this hot weather. It's very soft, and it's cute because it's got all the cats on top of the periodic table. Look at them. They're messing it all up. Get out of there, cats. That's very dangerous. Cats, come on. Cats, I'm worried about your safety. Didn't you read anything in the lab safety manual? Probably not. You're not even wearing goggles. Alright, I think I gave you guys an extension, and now I think it's time. I think the contest has ended. Let's see who won. Let's see. The question I did ask everyone today was, what makes your best friend the best? Oh, I really want to see these answers. Let's draw some winners! Good luck, everyone! Let's draw two of them, because that's what I said in there. Yes. Oh, wow, we got some long answers. Or longer answers. Actually, no, that one's very short, but this top one is. All right, so our first winner for the... Which backpack? Batman. I see. Okay. So, for our first winner for the Batman backpack. The Batman. That's a very
Batman.
That's a very bad superhero. The Batman backpack is Molly K. Molly K.
Molly.
Molly K, congratulations. Congratulations on your Batman backpack. We hope that you enjoy it, and if you don't, give it to your best friend.
That's what I'm always saying.
And Molly K said, to the question, what makes your best friend the best? She says, she has my back and brings me wine without asking. Who could ask for more? That's a good friend.
That's a really good friend.
Why don't you ever bring me wine without me asking?
Mostly because I see you at work, and it's probably not good to bring wine into work very often.
It just seems like you're not dedicated to our friendship is the thing. Because you don't bring me wine.
Because I don't bring you wine?
At my workplace.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You just put it in one of those Starbucks cups with the straw, and then no one knows you're drinking wine.
That's true.
Just some food for thought. Maybe for next Best Friends Day, just like mull that one around. Mull it like a little bit of wine.
Ugh.
Yes.
I quit. I quit. This is it. This is my resignation.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Who is our second winner?
Our second winner is Vicky D.
Vicky D, congratulations.
Who has won our Nightwing bag.
Mm-hmm.
And what makes your best friend the best always tries to have chocolate handy for times of desperation.
You guys have the best friends.
Bianca, you never have chocolate ready for me.
I always point you in the direction of the gourmet cookies that are constantly in our kitchen.
That's true. We have cookies sometimes in the kitchen.
I would not call them gourmet, but they are cookies and they're in our kitchen at all times, and they do have chocolate chips in them. So I feel like I'm holding up my end of the friendship thing, and it just feels like you're not bringing me any alcoholic beverages.
You tell me about the free cookies in the kitchen that aren't that great, and you don't tell me where chocolate is, but I don't bring you wine and I'm the bad guy.
Yes.
Okay. You're right. And you know what? I'm glad you brought that to my attention here publicly. And I'm going to try and do better.
You should. I appreciate that you're putting in effort. And maybe I'll consider delivering unto you my best friend's gift now that I feel like you're really putting in the effort into the relationship. Now. Because before I was like, I don't know.
So congrats. Thank you to everyone who entered. We try and get to everyone, but it is a random number generator, so I have no control over that.
We also had quite a few entries this week, and each week we're getting more viewers and more entries, so the pool gets bigger.
Yeah.
But
so we'll see if maybe we can try and give away some more stuff, or, we do it once a week. At some point, the dice will favor you.
It's true. So keep watching, keep entering. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope you have an excellent Best Friends Day. Make sure you reach out to your best friend and just tell them why you love them.
Call them. Do a YouTube challenge video, text them, you send them some mail.
Make them drink a full gallon of milk? That doesn't seem... That's just not nice.
Yeah.
Don't do a YouTube challenge video.
It doesn't have to be a food one. It could be the one where you're like, how well do you know your best friend?
Oh, that's fair. Okay, yeah. We were thinking of two different YouTube challenges.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, you can do that, but don't make them eat weird stuff.
Bianca, I'm sorry to tell you this. I think that I have a new best friend.
Who's your new best friend?
It's all of you guys.
No!
It's all of you who tune in every week. We love seeing you. We love talking to you.
You've replaced me in Aaron's heart, and now I can never forgive you. Friendship between Bianca and viewers is over. Bianca's new best friend is wine.
Well, and with that, I gotta go take care of my best friend. We love you guys. Thanks for tuning in, and I think we'll see you next Friday.
Talking about video games. See you then.
E3 all the time.
Ay.
Ay.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.